Hold on, guys. Let me do something real quick. All right. History. Guys, this is
Able to drop any more music after this point because people are going to constantly look at him as a murderer. He cooked as day by day. This is truly what we've had in a fat minute. I mean, when was the last time there were literal murder allegations against someone where the body was chopped up and put in the trunk of a car? A lot of people were that this was some sort of satanic ritual or human sacrifice that David was doing, as XQC would show an email that was sent to him live on stream showing that September 7th was the blood moon, which is also the day of the suspected murder and Celeste's birthday. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, the fact of this being in the realm of possibilities is still in action. Because if David himself believed in the supernatural and believed in things like human sacrifices and selling his soul, then he was going to go through with quote-unquote sacrificing Celeste because he believes that it's going to in the end benefit him. It doesn't matter what you believe, because if he wants to do it, he's going to do it. Now, I want to make it very clear, this is all just speculation. As far as we know, David is completely innocent. Even though there's so much information to prove that he's guilty, in the court of law, he is innocent. But that still wouldn't stop more evidence from piling in. Footage resurfaces from David performing an unreleased song at his June 2023 show, where he openly confesses to everything. I don't care about the law when I'm with you, because I be breaking it all the time.
I don't care about the law when I'm with you, cause I be breaking it all the time. And I don't really cause no issue, but I need you to know that y'all. So won't you let me slow it down? Yes, no, or maybe. I say yes, cause you're still around. No, I can't don't stand up that melody. Baby, give me your love alone, I think it's sunny. On the court,
I mean, bro's just incriminating himself at this point, literally saying that he knows what he's doing is a felony, but continues to do it anyways. On top of the fact that literally in his new album, he would literally self-incriminate with the titles.
Crashing. Where'd it go wrong? Ghost. Where did you go? Afterlife.
Now, this is kind of a far-fetched thing, and it probably doesn't mean anything, but it's still kind of interesting to look at. Regardless, evidence just builds on top of each other. It's the overall picture of David look even worse. Even if he does prove to be innocent in this situation, in the public eye, he's still going to be guilty. To be able to drop more music after this point. Because murderer and someone who dated a 15-year-old despite being 20. If he ever goes on to drop more music, which honestly I don't know if he will, it's going to receive negative press no matter what. And at this point, his fan base has disintegrated into basically nothing. Because who wants to support someone who's been convicted of all of this stuff with so much evidence backing it?
He knew exactly what he was doing. Let's start off with this lyric from one of his songs. He said, I don't care about the law when I'm with you because I be breaking it all the time. Here's a picture that he put on his close friends. It is said that he would only post his relationship with Celeste on his close friends because obviously nobody could see it. And this is them together.
I've also seen a ton of people talking about, oh, there's multiple Celestes. A girl named Celeste that he was dating isn't the same as the missing girl. But guys, let's use our brains here. The missing girl's mom said that she was allegedly dating a guy named David. There's been multiple instances or pictures of the missing girl wearing certain clothes or the same clothes that David's girlfriend was wearing. Coincidence? I think not.
This is a tattoo that the 15-year-old girl had on her finger. This was also posted to Instagram and it says David. This is another Instagram story that he posted, but so cleverly he covers up her face because she is of course 15 years old. This is proof that for 2 years in a row, he uploaded love songs on Celeste's birthday. Her birthday is September 7, 2010. This is a missing poster that was actually being put on Facebook and social
That
media
means
by her
he was
family.
born in
Now, this one's a little bit confusing
2005.
because she was last seen February 14th of 2024, and then there's another poster that says April 2024. So I'm not sure if she had a history of running.
I'm pretty sure she did have a history of running away because there's even been pictures of her and David from all the way back in 2023, which is a year before she last went missing.
This is another photo from December 20.
The new crafted flats from
Come on,
Pizza
man.
Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings for you. There's no reason not to get one, or all 5. Try the all-new crafted flats starting at only from Pizza Hut.
2020 of David and Celeste together. This is a screenshot from his Discord where someone's saying he has a girlfriend. They're pretty sure he's dating, and her name is Celeste. This is, of course, the matching tattoo that he had with her on his finger because obviously he finger because she's 15.
Oh, what? Oh, Lord, I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Because I accidentally exited out the tab. Golly. Come on, man. Accidentally exit out the tab. How did I do that? I don't know. Hold on. Let me put it back up. What's this? Is this about him too?
New footage just dropped, and it's David caught cleaning. His body was found in his car trunk.
I made romantic homicide.
That's losing its mind. And guess what? The twist behind this video ain't what you think. In fact, the real motive actually is more disturbing. Let's break it down. New shocking footage past type talking about is a resurfaced like it's some ritual. Social feeds lit up instantly. Some calling it a regular activity, others calling it straight up disturbing. And here's the catch. Nobody knows why this video came back now or who's behind pushing it into the spotlight again. Every was loaded, every motion deliberate, like there's a coded message hiding in plain sight. And the real thing on everyone's mind, the reason this video resurfaced might be dark. Think about how the whole incident happened. What started as some regular tow yard workers just trying to do their job turned into one of the most straight up disturbing cases the streets have seen in a minute. When they found 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez's body, the whole situation went left real quick. And now there's evidence pointing to some seriously foul play that allegedly started when this girl was just a shorty. On September 8th, 2025, some workers at a Hollywood impound lot made a discovery that was about to flip rising musician David's whole world upside down. The severely decomposed remains of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez were discovered in a bag inside the front of a black 2023 Tesla. This whip, registered to David and towed 5 days earlier, were discovered upside down. The severe lot made a discovery that was about to flip rising musician David's whole world upside down. The severely decomposed remains of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez were discovered in a bag inside the front of a black 20 whip, registered to David Anthony. Remains of 15-year-old rising musician David's whole world upside down. Pound lot made a discovery that on September 8th, 2020, whole world upside down. The severely decomposed remains of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez were discovered in a bag inside the front trunk of a black 2023 Tesla. This whip, registered to David Anthony Burke, who goes by David in the streets, had been towed 5 days earlier from the Hollywood Hills after neighbors started complaining about some nasty smell coming from the ride. The timing of this whole discovery is mad twisted. Real talk. Celeste's 15th birthday was September 7th, literally the day before they found her body. But check this, given how decomposed everything was, word on the street is she never even made it to see that birthday. The stench that had workers calling the LAPD suggests Shorty had been gone for a hot minute, probably since around the time she first went missing back in April 2024. But yo, this case ain't just about some missing person situation. What's coming out through social media detectives, family statements, and police investigation is painting a picture of some predatory behavior between David and Celeste that allegedly started when she was just 11 or 12 years old, while he was 16 to 18. That's some serious grooming allegations right there. The realest piece of evidence is literally written on their skin. No cap. Both the murdered teenager and the up-and-coming singer both have the same tattoos on their right index fingers reading, "Shh." Now, while that might sound like just a coincidence, I mean, people get matching ink all the time. When you look at all the evidence, this joint becomes way more serious. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed the victim's identity partly based on this distinctive tattoo, making it crucial evidence linking these two. The family connections run deeper than a Kendrick verse, though, because Celeste's mother said that her daughter was dating somebody named David when she went missing. This ain't secondhand information or street rumors. This is coming straight from the victim's mother, providing a direct connection between the victim and the dude whose car she was found in. Even more damning is the photographic evidence that's been circulating. Photo of David in Celeste's neighborhood, not far from her house, moments before she disappeared. This is significant because Celeste's house is over an hour away from where David was living. So homeboy wasn't just randomly in the hood for no reason. The geographic specifics of this evidence are wild, for real. We're talking about Lake Elsinore, California, a place that's about 70 miles east of Los Angeles. This ain't like he was just walking through the neighborhood.
Yes, and by the way, that parking lot, we looked at it on we geotagged the photo and looked at it is about a 6-minute walk from Celeste's home where her mom lives anyway.
But the most twisted piece of evidence might be in his own music. In December 2023, just 4 months before Celeste disappeared, a demo track by David leaked on SoundCloud titled Celeste.
It says, "Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest."
The timing of when this track was made and leaked is suspect as hell. This wasn't written after she disappeared. This was created while their alleged relationship was happening 4 months before she vanished forever. The possessive, obsessive language in the bars, combined with references to tattoos and physical intimacy, creates a disturbing picture of the dynamic between them. Adding to this mountain of evidence are Discord chats from 2021 to 2023 that allegedly show David interacting with Celeste when she was underage. While the specific contents of these messages haven't been fully disclosed to the public, the instance suggests there's a digital paper trail that is more heartbreaking when we learned about Celeste's pattern of running away from home. According to reports, there was a missing February 2024, and then again in April. This suggests that Celeste's diss in April wasn't a one-time thing, but part of a pattern where she would bounce from home, likely to be with David. A particularly disturbing element came from an unexpected source, a middle school teacher who had taught Celeste years earlier.
She met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school.
This teacher's account provides crucial context pattern of Celeste's disappearance, connection to someone matching David's description.
She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared in May of that year. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces.
The fact that she had run away before, been found in Hollywood and returned to school suggests this wasn't a simple runaway situation, but evidence of an ongoing relationship with someone who had serious influence over her decisions. The physical evidence found with Celeste's remains also provides crucial details. She was approximately 1 pound with wavy black hair, wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal chain bracelet, and a stud earring. These specific details, combined with the distinctive tattoo, help forensic experts confirm her identity after more than a year of her being missing. As we dig deeper into this case, the connections between David and Celeste become increasingly difficult to explain as just coincidences. The matching tattoos, the family confirmations, the geographic evidence, the musical references, and the pattern of disappearances all point to a relationship that allegedly began when she was just a kid and he was becoming an adult. But this is only the beginning of what investigators have been uncovering in the streets. The feds move in and the industry gets exposed. As the investigation into Celeste Rivas Hernandez's death intensified, law enforcement made some serious moves that would forever change David's come-up story. What came out of their investigation wouldn't just reveal how deep this alleged relationship went, but also forced the whole music industry to face some uncomfortable truths about the red flags they straight up ignored. On September 18, 2025, the Los Angeles Police Department executed what would become one of the most talked about search warrants in recent memory. LAPD executed a warrant at a Hollywood Hills mansion where David had been staying, seizing electronics and searching for blood evidence. The location of this search was mad significant. It was just 2 blocks from where the Tesla had been abandoned and towed. But investigators weren't just doing some basic search and seizure operation. They were specifically looking for blood evidence throughout the property, using luminol to detect traces even if they had been cleaned up.
There's something called luminol, which can light up
Everyone's
floor.
seen this on CSI.
Yeah, that they spray it and it, allows them to see where if there are traces of blood, even if it's been cleaned up.
The investigators' thoroughness went beyond just main living areas.
They were checking drains to see if there's any, blood evidence or, blood or tissue that was in the drains there. So they did a scouring of this house looking for any evidence.
Reports claim they also searched around the entire property. This level of forensic investigation suggests that law enforcement believes the house may have been where the real foul play went down. The fact that the body was dismembered and not all parts were recovered adds a particularly grim dimension to their search for blood evidence in tissue and drains. The property itself tells its own story about David's lifestyle and connections in the industry. While the house was rented by David's manager, Josh Marshall, who is connected to Interscope Records, all evidence pointed to David as the main resident. This estate was renting for $20,000 a month, and that much money could raise eyebrows.
That's not the kind of thing even a famous 20-year-old
He just popped
do
out of
on his
nowhere.
own typically.
The evidence of David's presence at the property was overwhelming. From all the photos that he has posted, it's very clear he was staying in this home, if not all the time, but frequently. Additionally, there are photos that he posted from that home. He even entertained people there, Benny Blanco and the group Cat's Eye. Currently, investigators are looking for specific evidence that would connect Celeste directly to the crib. This absence might be telling.
So the one thing we have not seen is a video of Celeste or photos of Celeste in that house.
Either because no such evidence exists or because it was deliberately removed. However, what investigators did find were other forms of digital evidence connecting the two. Photos have surfaced showing what appears to be a clear relationship between David and Celeste, including a live stream where they were talking to some of his fans. According to reports, at one point in the live stream footage, David told the moderators of the chat that they should make sure that when that was done, they don't leave it up. This suggests Homeboy knew the potential implications of their public interactions being out there. There's also a photo of David and Celeste at what appears to be an event in Los Angeles in October 2023. The timing of this photo is particularly disturbing. She had just turned 13, while he would have been 17 or 18. As the investigation continues to gain momentum, the music industry has started distancing themselves from David faster than you could say damage control. The professional fallout is swift and thorough. David's Withered World Tour, covering North America and Europe, was fully canceled, and his album release was suspended by Interscope Records. Major brands have also begun cutting ties. For instance, he was dropped from Crocs and Hollister advertisements. Kali Uchis removed their collaborative track, and Fortnite renamed his emote to avoid association. Perhaps most tellingly, the Grammy Museum also scrubbed David from a scheduled appearance, and even
Slow down, honey. Too fast, Trevor, too fast.
I know what I'm doing, Mom.
Ah, a new driver.
Yeah, I'm a little freaked
If
out.
there's one thing to freak out about, it's higher insurance
Yeah,
rates.
but who has time to deal with that?
Not you, clearly. But the Zebra does. We compare over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one
and even merchandise connected to his more disturbing content was removed. This included the bloody shirts and bloody clothing that were a part of some of his songs in the music videos. However, there's a deeply twisted irony in how the public has responded to this case. While brands and institutions are cutting, homicide surged 102 spots on global spy charts following the news. The origins of romantic homicide significance as details of this case emerge. Even David has previously described the creative process behind his music in disturbing terms.
I would go on Discord and I would go on Fortnite and I would go on like squad fills and let people talk to me and just tell me about their lives. I was just opening being an open door and an open outlet for like these my people.
I've been screaming for like 20 minutes already. Having like any people. It's kind of crazy how he said he a Christian, but he do stuff like this. Man. And he had the nerve to bring up God, man. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's obvious. They could tie him. He was dating her. So why would they? He was literally with her. How dumb could these cops be? How stupid? How stupid could they be? Oh no! Just arrest him already, bro. He already was suspicious from the songs that he dropped before this even started. if she was, that thing is dead. This man is evil. Yo, somebody. Oh my goodness. Bro. Oh no, that's weird. I can't believe this, man. Yeah. No, not 15, actually 14. She didn't make it to her birthday. So she never had that birthday. R.I.P. Hopefully he get the death. That's crazy. Man. This stuff, stuff is crazy. What the hell? What was this? What was this? What in the world? Wait. Am I not sharing my screen? What is going on?
in any way. The sources said they themselves took down a post asking for help as they were scared the situation was out of hand. The insider was sickened to hear the gruesome details reported about Celeste's death and said they were desperate for justice. What's heartbreaking is that this case has played out in the public spotlight for years, yet no one has gone to jail or even been seriously questioned. From the time Celeste was around 10 or 11 years old until she was 14, she was allegedly dealing with someone much older who in turn
Show now. Nothing. He's not even sharing any audio.